Good evening, lads and lasses. I am Suave Beardson. Welcome to the stream. Forgive me while I work out some audio levels because I didn't want to spoil any of this game for myself. It's been 12 years since I played this game. And after the thrilling conclusion that we saw on Wednesday to Red Dead Redemption 2, which, as we should all know by this point, that Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel to Red Dead Redemption 1. So, I started off with the second game, got that whole story. Took me 15 streams and roughly 50 hours to pull it off, but here we are, getting ready to get started with Red Dead Redemption 1. Haven't even booted up the game yet. So I hope it's installed. Yeah, if it's not installed, I kind of screwed myself here. There it is. Okay. Alright. What's up, Grim? Real MVP there in the chat. Go check out his Twitch. Go check out his YouTube. And while you hang out with me and go, follow all of his stuff, grab yourself a drink. I got myself a 16-ounce Mountain Day. I'm going to crack that open right now. Take a swig. And get this started. So here we go. I haven't touched this game in about 12 years, and the last time I played anything on my PS3 was Skyrim. And I had some issues with my capture card, and I had some screen tearing issues to sort out. That was a constant battle. So I believe I've solved that problem. We'll just have to wait and see. So, Grim, if you happen to notice any screen tearing during this stream, do let me know. Yeah, I had planned on getting this all set up earlier in the week or even yesterday, and then all of a sudden I woke up today, realized that it's Sunday, and I ain't started any of it. So yeah, I just got this all set up probably within the last hour. Okay, press start. Well, let's press start. Scanning for installed downloadable content. Do I have Undead Nightmare? Oh, I've got the Deadly Assassin outfit, the Warhorse, the Golden Guns, Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare Pack, Myths and... I think a lot of this stuff was online stuff, but I don't remember all of this being in there. Anyway, we're going to go with single player. Oh, yeah, I do have Undead Nightmare. And Undead Nightmare is actually one thing I've never played. Simply because by this point, let's see, this game came out in 2010. So by this point, there was like a gigantic, like, zombie phase going on in gaming with Call of Duty zombies. All the, the Resident Evil games were in full swing by this point, there were so many different zombie games coming out that I just felt was kind of burnt out on the whole zombie thing, and honestly, I've been burnt out on zombies since then. So, we're not gonna do Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Dead Island, there was Dead Rising, Left 4 Dead if you were an Xbox guy. Like, there's so much zombie stuff going on in the late 2000s and early 2010s that it burnt me out. But the last game that I played with zombies in it, which were zombies, I think in that game they called them freakers, was Days Gone, and that game was fantastic. But that's probably the last like zombie style game that I got into in the last 10 to 15 years. Now, Days Gone was fantastic. That was another game a lot of people complained about when it came out, but I thought it was fantastic. So, I am going to be playing this on my OG PS3. I've got a fat PS3 from back in the day, so the load times are probably going to be atrocious. Look at that car. Moving on up in the world. Look who it is.
Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Bill Williamson's gang terrorized.
Yep, I see it. Thought I had that situated. Uh-oh. Come on. Come back to me. There we go. The, capture card looks a little dark compared to my screen. That's why.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But, Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Okay. Saw some more screen tearing in there, so hopefully I took care of that problem.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems
Yeah,
that
this
money
game looks like it's
can
aged pretty
buy
decently over the
votes.
years. It does seem like the frame rate is a little rough, though. When there's a lot of people, like right when he got off the boat,
The word and civilization, they
the
are
frame
same
rate looked
thing.
pretty rough.
They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it
Looks pretty good
impossible
for
to make
a
the
14-year-old
distinction
game, though.
between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing, but you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Yeah, I never really noticed a whole lot back in the day when I had a PS3, but I've read that a lot of PS3 games run at 30 frames per second. And I can tell, because it does, like, when you're panning around, it's not a super smooth transition, but I mean, it's a PS3 game. And yeah, it's pretty much the exact same outfit, just about, I think. Let's see, just weapons. So we got a cattleman revolver and a knife, that's it. Outfits, the deadly assassin outfit. And these are all undiscovered, so... Oh, and there's expert hunter and savvy merchant. So, no customization going to be going on in this game. What's up, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and this is our journal. And challenges and strangers. Okay. Okay, there's our save slots. Just want to look at the map real quick. So, unlike Red Dead 2, we actually can see the whole map before we get there. But yeah, so we got Blackwater right here. So I'm going to have to, at some point, probably once I complete this game, I actually want to go through some of these towns in Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2 and just compare the way they look. And I also want to see what's going to prevent me from going up here. Because obviously this, I think right in this region here is Strawberry in the second game. And then obviously over in this area here is Rhodes. So I just want to see what's going to prevent me. I'm going to go ahead and guess this river is my guess. It's probably just not going to let me swim across there. And there's probably no bridges. The expert hunter outfit. Harvest 5,000 pounds of meat. Kill a cougar with a stick of dynamite. Kill and skin 8 snakes, kill the legendary jackalope, and complete Daedalus and Sun Stranger's task. Yeah, that doesn't sound very easy. Alright, let's head into the saloon here. I'm just going to pan around a little bit, kind of run around and make sure I'm not going to have any screen tearing. Because that's one thing I've had a problem with my capture card, is a lot of screen tearing. And this looks pretty decent right now. Color-wise, it looks pretty good. Pretty on point to what I'm actually looking at on my main monitor here. So, one thing I did want to do, though. Options. Display. Subtitles. I like my subtitles. I gots to have my subtitles. Nah, we'll leave that off. Display cheats. Why do I not remember any cheats? I do not remember those at all. And apparently you can enter more cheat codes. Neat. Okay, yeah, we can move on. Oh, for sure.
Marvin! Mr. Marvin, over here!
Is that Uncle?
You must be John Marvin.
Nope.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends. I'm pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Okay, I'm actually going to put the audio on headphones because see if that helps. Otherwise, I'm going to turn the music volume down because that was very unbalanced. I could barely hear that guy over the music.
Is that right?
Pacific Union Railroad,
All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get. Deal. Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
Yeah.
Whoa! Know it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
No, they have not. John and Bill ain't been friends for a very long
Spending
time.
any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
I don't think that's actually been revealed in the story yet. Like, who you're going to visit. All we've really gotten so far...
So it was the marshal who hired me.
All we've really gotten so far is you could see John get off, like, the ferry boat in Blackwater. I think it was Blackwater, with a couple Pinkertons. And one of them, because I know, for those of you that haven't played the second one, there's going to be a lot of spoilers. But, let's see. Jim Milton, he obviously gets shot in the dome. But there was the other one, Ross, I think was his name. He was one of the Pinkertons that John got off the ferry at Blackwater with. And then he got on a train there and took the train to Armadillo, and now we're here. So you really haven't gotten any of the story yet. It's just, you're just kind of following what the game's telling you to do at this point.
Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
On a side note, though...
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now. You'll see the fort when you get to the top of this hill.
I did manage to figure out how to get my DualSense controller to work with my PS3 and still have the gamepad viewer on on screen.
Listen, mister.
So that's
this
a plus.
Here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Yeah, I debated on buying the PS4 port of this game, but it's still like $40, and I kind of didn't feel like spending $40 on a game I already own. I just wonder how much nicer that one might look from a frame rate perspective, and like this game could use a nice glow up, I think, but For a 14-year-old game, it's aged fairly decent. Especially for how big it is.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Yeah, I don't have a PS5. I've got the PS3 and the PS4 and a PS2.
Right now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge!
Are you, Bill?
No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, that's like the third time now John's been shot. Well, second time. Yeah, because he gets shot at the end of Red Dead 2 and then shot here. So yeah, his John's not doing too good already. He's having a rough go-around. New friends, old problems. But yeah, I had seriously debated on buying the newer version because I figured the load times would be better. I had thought that, you know, I had read that the graphics didn't get improved like hardly at all, that it was just basically a port. It wasn't like a remaster or anything. So I'm like, if it's not like an HD remaster, or well, I mean the game was I guess already HD to a point. But I don't know, I couldn't justify spending $40 on a game I already own, that I already have a means to play.
Well, you're alive.
But from a frame rate standpoint,
So it
I'm
would
starting to think
seem-
maybe buying it for
how'd
the
you
PS4
feel?
would have been a little nicer.
I don't
But-
know the polite word for it.
Oh well,
I
we'll
do.
deal.
Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Well, our first meeting with Bill didn't go very well.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
What the hell? Well, I'm gonna have to leave a negative review on Steam for that that glitch, because that was funny as hell. But yeah, $15 to get some bullets dug out of you back in the day. But yeah, today you'd be bankrupt.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Hello.
No, I got on the horse and he was just standing
And
there
here's
like that.
the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. Whoa!
Come on.
Haven't you done enough thinking with the trigger recently, you barbarian? That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Come on, Mr. Marston, pick up the pace!
Whoa! Go!
It might be.
I don't have time to be waiting around! Come on, boys! That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Come on!
Come on, get back to Bonnie before she yells
This
at her.
way! Where are you going, you strange man? Yeah! And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't bite. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Ready, Mr. Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
Already, there's one thing that that I'm noticing, a small attention to detail. When I started running, John was holding his side.
Right.
Why does it look like my gun is gold? Golden guns is turned off.
Follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Except that gun is most certainly gold.
Thank you, Mr. Marston.
I don't want all of my guns to be gold. Thank you.
I feel a lot happier someone's
There we
along
go.
with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger
Yeah, that's better.
my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Probably should have checked to see if there was an update for this game. Although it didn't prompt me for one when I put the disc in or anything. Considering I haven't played this game in like 12 years, it wouldn't surprise me if there was an
Rabbits are
update.
at it again.
The man
Come on,
with the
let's
golden
get rid of them
repeater.
once and for all. Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met their maker. That's it. Kill those little varmints. Good shot.
Yeah. What's up, Doc?
Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I see.
It's wabbit season.
Mr. Marston, looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow. Let's get back on the horses and see what else is going on. We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go. Giddy up! If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city.
Damn coyotes, you're back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
Let's go.
Hurry! I bet they're going straight for the chicken coop.
Yeah.
Yes, you got one! That coyote won't be back. Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
I seem to remember the beginning of this game being a little bit
You're
slow
a
moving.
useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life.
I'm
Get
glad.
some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Neat. Extra ammo is always good. I like that. I like it a lot. Oh, we got fame in this game. Oh, and honor's prevalent in this one too. I don't remember if the honor does anything in this game or not, or if the honor affects like what you know, like shop prices and stuff. I don't remember if the honor affects anything in this game. I really don't remember. Gentleman's attire. Wearing high-class attire allows you into the high-stakes poker games in Blackwater. So I've just got this one already? Look at suave John Marston. Look, he even shaved a beard and everything. How about that? Let's go with the regular, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in.
She's got a pretty fancy house.
You never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
Now, if she was talking to Arthur,
All right,
that'd be a different story.
Ride around these parts.
You need to have some faith there, Miss McFarland.
Hello, mister.
Come on!
Whoa there.
Said I'm wasting a value.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Yeah!
Isn't this jolly? You ain't getting away that easily!
Yeah! Would you like me to slow down?
This sure beats milking cows!
Go! That's more like it!
Yeah!
Try to stay with me now! Yeah!
Shit.
Great! Come on!
I'm used to the way this works in Red Dead 2. It's a little different. Stamina runs out a lot faster.
Come on! Let's go!
Come on, Seabiscuit.
Have some goddamn faith! Let's go!
Try to keep up, will ya?
There we go, back in the lead.
You still think you're gonna win this, don't you? Why don't I lead the way? Should I wait for you to catch up? Come. Are you saving the best for last?
This is gonna be close.
Oh, damn it.
There. Come on.
I was like 2 checkpoints away, man. Alright. You win. I didn't have enough goddamn faith.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Well, I guess winning and losing had no effect on the cutscene. Marshal Johnson is available to talk to an Armadillo. Okay, so way over there. Alright, well, I guess since I'm right here, I'll talk to Bonnie.
Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the driver's seat. Come on. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss. I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are 2 theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Dude just got leveled.
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern.
Am I riding
for us lesser
in this
mortals,
wagon
Mr.
with Laura
Marlin.
Ingalls or what?
I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
I definitely did not push that button. Hold on a second. I got some stuff happening here. Oh. Mrs. I borrowed Mrs. Suave's controller earlier. And she is pressing buttons on my PS3. That's what's happening. So okay, here's what we'll do. Because for some reason I can't get my controller to connect to my PS3 with the adapter by Bluetooth. So I borrowed hers and then decided I didn't need it, so now she's trying to use it and connect it to my PS3 pushing buttons. So should have that problem solved.
Let's go.
There we are, an
So
Armadillo.
this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine.
Yeah, I'll do
First
that.
one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Huh. Darn newcomers.
Yep, we got the finest selection in the frontier.
Let's check out the gunsmith. Bait,
Marshal may as well hand
bandolier.
Armadillo over to them thugs for all he does to stop them. Hidey hi.
Double barrel shotgun, buffalo rifle, Winchester repeater.
Well, I'm always after items of
Thank you.
quality. The marshal ain't no man in my eyes. So long. We got iron in the truck.
The whole town needs my extra.
Hello, sir.
I wonder what I need.
Chewing tobacco and an apple.
Any trouble, let me know.
Thank you.
Special dark brown horse with a light mane, faster and stronger than this. Oh, I got a deed to my horse. Interesting.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
I can purchase and rent properties now, huh? I don't remember that at all.
I swear, Heracles Tannerton enjoys pulling teeth way too much.
Damn fine weather we're having. Whoever built it.
Good morning, miss.
$50?
Whoever built it.
Hello, Fred.
What's his day got in store for us?
Look out,
Oh yeah,
Fred.
for sure. This game definitely has more of a old style GTA feel to it than the second one did for sure.
Another great day for lizards.
Let's talk to the sheriff. What is going on? I think Mrs. Suave's controller is still controlling my PS3. Press your PlayStation button, like hold it in. Yep. Yeah, Mrs. Suave right now is playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, and somehow her controller is connected to her laptop playing Disney Dreamlight Valley and also connected to my PS3 at the same time. So I guess Mrs. Suave just wants to play Red Dead Redemption today. You're gonna have to give me a minute to troubleshoot this. How? Dude, the lights aren't even on. Look at this shit.
That was awesome.
This is weird. Okay. I need to reset your controller. Do you have a safety pin or something? I did not expect this to be a problem today. John's possessed. That's all right. I'll get this taken care of. Okay? Trust the plan. I have a plan.
Have some goddamn faith.
That's right. Just have some of that. That should work. Okay, her controller is now doing nothing. You should be able to plug it in and use it now. Because I was sitting here running around, I'm like, why does my camera just keep like changing angles at random? What is going on? It was Mrs. Suave. Again. That was entertaining. Oh, that's why. You're using the wrong button.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you.
It's the
Hey, what you
PlayStation
want?
Share.
My name's John.
You're connected to my PS3 again.
The saloon's this way.
Did you skip my cutscene?
Stop lagging back there. Let's get this over with.
Grim, I was a little distracted. Did that just skip a cutscene? Where'd you put the... Oh, right here. I'll load my previous save and go back into that. Mrs. Suave's controller got connected to my PS3 again. Okay, well that loaded me back at my house. So I guess I can just ride back into Armadillo.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's all we're doing. We're, like my brother said, we're just discovering a new form of co-op. New speedrun category. Oh yeah, nice. There's new weapons at the gunsmith. Go spend your hard-earned money you ain't got. Thanks a lot.
Let's go.
Yeah, I control the horse you shoot. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, it's ridiculous because for some reason I can't get my controller to connect to my PS3 through this adapter with Bluetooth, but hers will connect to it through Bluetooth. I have to plug mine in to the adapter. I don't know why, but yeah. And she also had hers plugged into her laptop, so she was playing her game and controlling John at the same time. It was ridiculous. She was playing Red Dead Disney.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come what? You getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Oh, no. Put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
Now, see if Arthur'd been in there, that deputy that pulled a gun on him, he'd be like, "What is this? Your jail?" He'd be like, "Listen, partner, I'm looking for a guy. If I wasn't looking for this guy, you'd be dead already."
So who are we looking for?
A bunch of 2-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long it takes to find out exactly why you're doing it.
There's the dumb rat.
Again, I remember almost nothing about this game other than major plot points.
Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Look at that hat. Like, I remember in the very early stages of the game,
Let's get after him.
getting shot by, well, not even shot by Bill, shot by one of Bill's guys.
Come on.
Yeah.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Slow up.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn. Take cover.
work our way up this hill.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Marston, take that bastard behind the crate. Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you. My God. Watch out for that bastard behind the rock. I got you, boy. Make a move for that boulder. There's another one behind the outhouse, boy.
It's gonna take more than one of you, partner! Like falling off a horse.
Walton's inside the house. Take him alive if you can. God damn it! There's Walton. He's making a run for it. Take him alive if you can. It has been a pleasure, Mark.
And how am I supposed to do that?
Come on, shoot that bastard. Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah, I would recommend if you've never played this game and you don't have this game already and want to play it, the re-release probably runs a little smoother because just like the cutscenes and stuff like that. Anytime there's a lot of fast-moving stuff happening, anytime there's a lot of people on screen, it seems like it has a hard time keeping up, at least from a frame rate perspective. Like, it still plays, you know, smooth. It doesn't, like, slow down or anything, but the frame rate definitely takes a hit. Dishonorable people react positive if you have low honor. Honorable people react negatively if you have low honor. Okay.
Come on!
Well, closest to Armadillo. So I guess we'll ride back into Armadillo and talk to the marshal again.
Easy. Come on.
Very grateful. There's much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
Thanks, mister. I could use a little luck.
All right, I got me a treasure map. Oh, that's helpful. So, tree, boulder, and a couple cactus. And it's in between 3 boulders, I suppose. Alright.
Come on!
Yeah, they're not giving you a whole lot of story right off the bat in this one. Like the second one,
Come on.
you find out real quick that some shit happened in Blackwater and all that kind of stuff. You're just kind of dropped off a train and just like, hey, you know, once you get to Fort Mercer and get shot by Bill's gang, it's like, okay, we got to take out this Bill guy. Who is he? Why? You know, what's his connection to him? You know, it's just, there's more questions than answers right now. I mean, obviously, after playing the second one, we kind of already know what the deal is.
Christ alive!
Didn't intend on pulling my gun on her. I was, again, expecting Red Dead 2 to just hold L2 and then focus on the lady and give me dialogue, but guess not.
Hello? It's Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of days.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshal! 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 I'd just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Now that deputy there looks like he's going to be a real winner.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
Yeah, Jonah.
To be honest with you, Marston, I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this
I want some Mountain Dew.
hogwash, taming a wild land. Nearly there.
Slow up.
Jonah, son of a bitch.
Come.
Let's move up the canyon towards the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Look out! Rush the guard! Gun them down!
Fight time's over, kid.
Help me out here, will you? You got one! Let's split up. You take the left, boys. I'll go right. Marston, you can go with the deputies or cover me.
I think I'll leave them deputies to themselves.
Let's go, Marston. Get a move on.
Just a little something for my trouble.
Me and you again, Marston. Let's hope this goes as well as last time. Christ alive! Look out! There's two behind that rock. Looks like we got him. Let's move on. Stick with me. Damn you!
So I'm almost positive that this area right here that I'm in right now, taking these guys out, Pike's Basin, I'm almost positive that this is the same area where John and Mrs. Adler got the one bounty hunter in the epilogue of Red Dead Redemption 2. Because if I remember right, we scoped them out outside of Armadillo and they came in here. Because this whole
boys on the other side.
like ridge right here looks kind of familiar.
There's more of them. I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air. Good shooting, boy. My God. Head for that camp. Blast them, boy. Surrender, or I'll kill you all! Nice shot! There's one more for the vultures. That bastard won't be rustling no more. You curious to see hell? You better be. Bastard! Hellfire! Let's go. Be careful. I think I spotted some snipers. Look out! There are them snipers. Stay with me! Come on! Let's get these sons of bitches! We got one! There's one of them. Fully loaded. Jesus wept. Nice and steady now. Don't leave yourself open. Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boy?
I don't see the other sniper, so... Oh, there you are.
Let's clear out Pike's Basin once and for all! I can hear more gunshots. Quick, let's go help my deputy. Damn fine shooting, boys. Come on, let's regroup.
You're gonna leave this in a box!
In a box? In a box. Yeah, this is definitely the same area because we rode underneath these bridges and stuff. And actually, I think the camp right down there, I think right in there is actually where we got the one bounty hunter.
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's try to sneak up on them. The closer we are, the less chance they have of making a run for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember shooting a couple guys up on the ridge and then going down this little thing right here. Yeah, that fence and all them, you know, them couple tents and stuff weren't there. Yeah, John's been here before. Yep, stick to the plan. Am I dropping him or what, Deputy? Marshal?
Get no face! Careful! There's innocents down there! Watch out for Mr. Golden Cat!
Come on! Give him hell!
Hey,
Sweet mother
was that
of
you or
God!
me? Are you kidding me? Marston's spotting rustlers like flies. Hell no! Jonah, we got a problem here! Good shot!
I killed a hostage? I wasn't aware there was hostages. Okay. I guess we'll retry that from a checkpoint. I didn't realize there was hostages down here. Hey, I was just going with the Jack Traven, Keanu Reeves, you know, plan where, you know, you shoot the hostage. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Have some goddamn faith, Marshal.
Come on! That man! Watch out for the hostage! Stand cat!
Put down your guns and surrender!
I hope you got money for a funeral!
Good shooting, boy!
How did that one get through?
Looks like the bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages freed.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I got the good wound, all right.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. Wes Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. Wes Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Oh, hey, I didn't see the TNT right here. Boom! Alright, well, I'm right here by Bonnie. I can go talk to her.
Come on!
I don't think this game actually came right out and said what year it was. So I wonder if McFarland Ranch is in the second game, or if it's just like a wide open area. Because I'm not sure how much time has actually passed between the epilogue of Red Dead 2 and the beginning of this game. I feel like because this is the first one that, like, the second one obviously was so story driven and everything, but this one, I mean, one thing that we've noticed and talked about with a lot of games is like the first one sometimes can be a little rough around the edges,
Settle here and build a life.
and then the second one usually is a massive
I'm afraid
improvement.
those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure, but I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Well, there we got a little bit of John's backstory and a little bit of why he's doing what he's doing. Although it was interesting that he said he had a daughter that passed, so I wonder if between the events of the epilogue and the events of this game, if Abigail and John tried having another kid and it didn't work out?
About time a budding farmer such as yourself learned how to herd cattle. Giddy up! Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Good to see you, Miss McFarland.
Okay, so in this mission here, I read that in Red Dead Redemption 2, there was the side quest that I had done with Arthur. It was the Albert Mason side quest. I think the quest line was called Arcadia for Beginners. And if you don't do those quests as Arthur, you can do them as John after the epilogue, but it actually skips one, from what I read. There's one of the missions as Arthur, you have to like herd some of these horses into a specific area so Albert can get a picture of them. I think if they paid this much attention to detail, which Rockstar has paid a ton of attention to little details, this is the mission where John learns how to herd cattle. So I'm thinking the reason you can't do one of the Albert Mason quests as John is because he doesn't know how to herd animals.
Yeah. Easy.
That's it. Come on. He's got it.
Keep on moving.
Nice job, Mr. Marston.
Stay behind them, Mr. Moss.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
You'll be a rancher in no time, Marshal Boston.
Look at the cowboy.
Yeah, that's all. Come on, you
Whoa, whoa.
We're here, senor. Ain't that hard, is it?
Get right at them. Drive them this way.
Let's go.
Riding horses is a little clunkier compared to the second one.
Yeah.
He's just showing off now.
Good. Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing.
Whoa. Come.
Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Watch for the runner. You're doing great, Mr. Marston. Stay with him. Nearly there, Mr. Marston. Keep going, Mr. Marston. Barney's
Keep
gonna love
moving.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
New weaponry is available at the local gunsmith. Alright, okay, actually right here. Map of the Western Border States, 1910. So this game takes place in 1910, and I'm pretty sure Red Dead Redemption 2 takes place in 1899, and I believe the epilogue takes place in about 1907, 1908. So there's like 2 or 3 years between the ending of the epilogue and the beginning of this game. Well, I guess let's just head back to the ranch and talk to Bonnie again. Come back after 5 p.m.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston.
Is it 5 p.m.
How
all of
are
a sudden?
you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
All
I'm
right.
fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well,
John don't like them Pinkertons any more than you do.
come on, Bonnie. We got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Right, now you got some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses.
I'm pretty sure just about all of these missions with Bonnie are kind of just like introductory missions. Like, cause now I got the lasso, so it's kind of to teach you like basic game mechanics and all that kind of stuff.
Some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret who sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics.
Please, Paul,
Definitely.
can we just enjoy
But I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are.
That's probably how I was
Power's
supposed
like
to
a drink.
catch him alive.
The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
There they are! Let's get after them!
Rope one of them for me, Marston! You gonna use that rope or not? Hold him there now.
Keep him steady!
Come on, let's go!
Easy!
Come on,
Don't let him
boys!
buck you, Mr. Marston.
You'll have
I forgot about this. It's like straight up rodeo shit.
Got you now.
Keep at it!
Let's see it!
Oh, shit! Come
That's
on,
it,
come
you
on,
give
come
up.
on!
The horse might be trying to buck you off because you're pulling its damn mane, bro.
Spook him too much.
Relax.
You're doing fine.
Nice
Easy
done,
now.
boy. I am invincible.
Come on.
Let me take you from here. You get back on your own horse.
Oh, there.
Whew. I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on, then. Let's see if you can get another one. Come on, rope one of them. What are you waiting for? Whoa! Jump on and break him in. I got a hold on him.
Come on. Come on. Nearly got you.
Hold on to him.
Calm down now.
Easy now.
Almost got you. Whoa there. You're mine now.
Look at that. You're a natural. Nice work. I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch.
Come on.
Yep, this
I
mission
like
here
your
was just
father.
teach you how
I'm
to,
glad. He's
you know,
quite a character.
You have a good life
catch
here.
wild horses.
Life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight and it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then. Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. No rest for the wicked. Let's see if we can track down that other herd of horses.
You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Pa hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
I don't know.
You
I
don't
feel
talk
like
about her very much.
I feel like Sadie
Looks
could
like
give
ranch
Miss
hands
McFarland a
on the
run for her
head.
money.
Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Roll ready with the trap! Run them into it, Miss Marston!
Yeah! Easy. Come! Whoa!
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back.
Way to go, guy. Way to go.
Get after him.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Relax now. Relax now. Nearly there. Oh, this ain't good. Come on, come on, come on. God damn it. Come on, baby. Calm down. I got you. Come on, nearly got you. Come on.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
Well, all right, I think I'm going to go talk to Bonnie one more time, do something for her again. And then what I'll probably do is this mission here.
Come on.
I'm just curious.
I guess I'm having an unpleasant day too.
Yeah, you don't even get the option to rob people in this game. I mean, I could probably shoot him, but that's about it. But, I mean, then again, you're not in the gang no more, all that kind of stuff, so. It's like you probably can't go robbing trains and all that stuff in this game.
Let's go. Whoa there.
What do we got here?
Easy,
Well, howdy.
Excuse me, friend. Mind if I rest up at your camp a spell?
Well, it'd be my pleasure. Man needs a break from this desiccated land.
Thank you, mister. Say, what's that stick you got there?
Oh. Y'all ain't never seen a dowsing rod before, mister? Never
what?
seen a man summon the water up from the bare earth? Mr.
Marston.
Ah.
No, can't say I have. It's water you're looking for. What's wrong with that lake over there?
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with Lake Don Julio. Nothing wrong with it, but we lack the fancy irrigation equipment you folks have back east, so... Man needs a wellspring on his property to ranch here.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Why, you know, just last week, I was over at Old Pleasant's house. Now, I think I may have found something, but... Old Coot that owns the place threatened to call the law down on me, so...
People act funny around strange men with sticks.
They sure do. Damn fools. Bet you he don't even know how much water's running underneath his property.
You want me to tell him?
You know what? You ain't that stupid, mister. And I can tell. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go get the old man to sell us his property for a small pittance? Then I can find the source of the water, build us a proper wellspring.
Maybe I will.
Well, all right then.
Can be started, continued, and completed at any time. Is there any mark on my map, though? Yeah, okay, so now it put this purple thing here for the side quest. So that's kind of neat. I like the way they do that. How you can just kind of come across them, and then it's like, hey, when you get time, whenever you're in the area, head over here. It's kind of neat. And then journal strangers. Yeah, and then I can keep track of it right here. So that's cool. I don't know this for 100% certain. But I'm pretty sure the whole, like, stranger thing, you know, like, stranger side quest missions and stuff. Oh, shit. Damn, they almost took me out. But I'm pretty sure this was the first Rockstar game to have that. Because I know, like, GTA 5, I think, had a similar type of thing where you could just, like, encounter random people and stuff. But I'm pretty sure this was the first game Rockstar did that kind of had that type of stuff in it.
Most of the horses secure and the chicken.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
All right, so there's 50 58 main missions in this game.
Come on.
That sky don't look good. I'm starting to think somebody up there's conspiring against me. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense. Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a reason. Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path but me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna give me my wife and kid back. Past is who we are, Miss McFarland. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
Come on, boys. We have 2 herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. It's gonna be difficult to talk in this weather. Stay close. We don't want to lose each other. Easy now. Let's take them over to the other herd. We'll try to drive them all back to the ranch together. The weather changes fast out here. This storm came out of nowhere.
Slow down. Whoa.
Come on, you dumbass cow. Fantastic. Game audio seems to be a little... It seems like it varies quite a bit. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's loud. But I had the same problem with Red Dead 2 in regards to thunderstorms. Come on now, get going. Yeah, from a story standpoint, the second one definitely starts out a lot more hot and heavy than this one does. That's for damn sure. I do remember doing a lot of this stuff, like, as I'm doing it. I just couldn't remember exactly when it was in the game, you know? Like, what order. I do seem to remember back in the day when I played this game that it seemed like progress was kind of slow. And, like, because all I remember of the characters in this game is Bill, Javier, and Dutch are the only three that I remember. And so it's like, I seem to remember it kind of felt like some stuff was drug out a little too long. But and it's like, and it seems like there's a lot of, like, the Marshal and Armadillo are like, oh yeah, I'll help you, but you got to help me first. You end up having to do like 5 or 6 missions or something like that for this guy, just for him to say, oh, well, I don't know where he is, but I know a guy who knows where he is, and then you kind of repeat the process. Jobs in town pay twice as much. Okay. So now all I've got left is Nigel West Dickens. So hey, my horse finally has a saddle on it.
Let's go.
I mean, I feel like between Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, you've got the classic original and sequel problem. Right? Like, when you went through and played Grim, he did a full playthrough of the Uncharted series. And it was like the first one was a little more rough around the edges than we remembered. Still a good game, but then the second one was like by far superior to the first one. I feel like the same thing is going to be true for this game. Is that this one's going to be good, a little rough around the edges, but then the second one took what worked, took the same characters, you know, added to them, and, you know, now they're going to have a very successful franchise on their hands. I mean, I'm sure if you go back and play Red Dead Revolver, that would probably change your perspective on this game a little bit. But I do remember this game being a good game. It's just story-wise, it's not quite as heavy as the second one, not quite as fast-moving as the second one. Because so far, we ain't got much in terms of story. We know there's a... if you've never played the second one, you know that John's got a wife and kid. Don't know how old the kid is. Don't even know his name. You know that basically John's being sent out here by some, you know, politicians and, you know, East Coast suits to take out Bill. But you don't know what the connection between the two of them is. Well, John did tell Bonnie that they were both in a gang together and that he's got to bring Bill in from that gang to try to get his wife and kid back. So that's about all we know at this point. I have a feeling I'm going to remember this Nigel West Dickens as soon as I see him. Old Swindler Blues.
Excuse me.
So this is mission 10 out of 58.
Excuse me, sir. You need help? Mister, you alive?
God damn it. Good heavens. What the hell? 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 What the hell
Excuse me?
I said, no, I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
You look pretty good for a corpse.
Praise be.
Move up, mister. Time to get you to a doctor or an undertaker. Whichever you need once we get to town.
St. Peter, open up them pearly gates. I'm coming home.
Come on, mister. Come on.
Hurry, sir. I'm bleeding like a badly butchered hog.
You'll be fine. Just focus.
You better take the reins. I don't think I'm strong enough. I'm finished. Done for.
Just sit up straight, will you?
The closest doctor is in Armadillo. What is your name, friend?
John Marston.
Oh, good God! Out of the frying pan into the fire!
Excuse me?
How many outlaws can a man encounter in one day?
You must have me mistaken with somebody else, friend.
The Ballard twins, Walton's gang. I know who you are. My God! They've come back to finish me off!
They ain't gonna do
Excellent
nothing.
work, sir. Push on to Armadillo!
What the hell happened to you?
Bandits! Hoodlums! The scoundrels robbed me blind and left me to die!
I can see that.
Once again, a victim of my own success. They see a man in a well-cut suit and this happens.
Do you know who they were?
No idea. I'm not the kind of man who has enemies.
You do now.
I give so much and still they take. We live in an uncivilized and graceless world, friend. Our maker has a funny sense of humor sometimes. Still, at least I met you. This can't be happening! We're never gonna make it with one horse!
Oh shit, we lost a horse.
It's really hurt. For the love of God, stick to the road! I knew you'd come. What? I knew this wasn't my time. He has a greater purpose for me. There's Armadillo! Faster, John! Faster! Sir, I beg you. I'm not sure I'll make it.
If we don't get you to a doctor soon, you definitely won't make it. This is it. You're gonna make it.
Oh, where the devil are we?
Armadillo. We made it safe, you'll be happy to know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the civility.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus. But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll decide what you're my man for.
You know, one thing that I'm kind of starting to notice here, there is a little bit of a parallel between Arthur's story and John's story. So, like, okay. Because in Arthur's story, it's like you kind of go around, you rob, you do what you want, and then once he learns he's got tuberculosis, he, like, tries to help a lot of... I mean, at least in a high honor playthrough like I did, Arthur tries to help as many people as he can in the later half of his story, or later portion of his story. And it kind of seems like the same thing's going on here with John. Like, he has this whole gang thing, and then he tries to build a, you know, better life for himself and his family. And then now he's at the point where he's got to help all these people to do what he needs to do, you know, before the, you know, his story ends.
I'm a terrible mother. Oh, they took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing.
He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Please don't look for him. I'm sick with worry. Please, sir. He's just a young boy.
So, right up here. I guess he ain't that far away, and I gotta wait for Nigel's wounds to heal anyway, so screw it. Let's go get that boy.
Let's go.
Don't worry, man. We'll get your boy. Okay. Check back at the sheriff's office in the future. Sure. Well, so much for getting that boy.
Ah, since you're here, you want to make yourself useful?
Not particularly.
Listen, son, I know you got a mission. But right now, I need another gun.
Why? What's happening?
We've had this problem for months with this group of bandits who are getting drunk and murdering settlers. Last night, they went to a big place up near Ridgewood.
They burnt the place down, killed the men, burning most of them alive, and raped the women. Women folk then got their throats slit. One of them survived and walked in here this morning.
Anyway, we got a posse gathering up near Ridgewood. Will you ride with us?
All right.
Thank you, John Marston. It's gonna be a bloody job.
Huh. I don't think I know any other kind, sir.
Hey, wait up!
All right, let's go take out some bandits.
Let's hit the breeze, boys. Marston, I hear you caught up with Mr. West Dickens.
I did.
For a man who claims to have found a remedy to all ailments, he was in pretty bad shape.
His tonic has helped a great many people. It's a medical breakthrough from the East, the result of years of research.
If only it could cure him of his diarrhea of the mouth.
I wouldn't be so dismissive of science if I was you. Times is changing fast.
He's no more a scientist than I am a priest. Where people can spend their hard-earned money however they please.
He's certainly a character, that West Dickens.
I can't understand a goddamn word he said.
A more flannel-mouthed bunko artist I've never met.
Hey, Marshal, see those vultures?
We should check it out. Marston, Eli, go see what it is.
Oh, yeah, and thanks for choosing me.
Ain't no survivors here, Marshal! Man, this don't look too good.
Somebody was so busy killing people, they went and dropped their gun.
Sure, I'll take it. A Winchester Repeater. Oh yeah, that is a much nicer gun.
Come on.
We'll head for Ridgewood Farm. See if they know anything.
What kind of man does that?
A bunch of weak men. A pack of cowards is the most dangerous kind.
Some men are just born plain evil.
I think it's this land that makes the men, as much as the other way around. Men are born, and then they're formed. At least that's how I see it.
Who could have done such a thing?
Any number of people, especially now the word's out we're cleaning up the county.
Between Walton's boys and the rustlers, we've been spilling a lot of blood.
I can see more vultures up ahead.
We best take a look, boys.
Come on! Man, more dead bodies. And the fire's still smoking. Those scumbags must still be around.
Come on!
Yeah!
Come on, let's ride. They can't have got too far.
Sons of bitches!
Didn't you once run a gang of outlaws, Marston?
Yeah, but not like that. It wasn't our way. At least it wasn't my way.
Killing and thieving's never right, boy. No matter how you dress it up.
Unless it's ordered by a court of law, you mean?
Can't see a soul anywhere. This ain't right.
No one here. Nobody's in the shed.
There's no good reason for that to be boarded up. Come on, John. Shoot that door open.
Damn.
Holy sweet mother of mercy.
Please, please don't shoot me. Some bandits came by and took us hostage. They're holed up in the farmhouse. Some of my family is being kept hostage inside.
This has gone far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches. I see you, boy.
Just run off home!
Well, there's my first death of the playthrough. Alright. Now this is going to be fun.
All right, boys. We need to get into that house right now.
Go home, buddy!
This has gone far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches.
Sure, I'll go.
Hell no! I'm gonna fill you full of holes! Stay with me!
You and me gonna have ourselves some fun. There's a deputy waiting for you in the shed out back. Make a run for it when it's clear.
Somebody fixing to have it.
Damn, look at his face.
I don't like them.
That's some, like, Terminator 2, like, you know, T-1000 shit.
Look out over there!
Head for the shed in the back as soon as it looks clear.
They did unspeakable things to me.
Looks all clear, fellas. Let's check up on the farmers.
Some folk tried escaping to the south, but then some robbers started chasing him down like wild dogs. I thought you were supposed to protect us, Marshal. You folk ain't men. You ain't nothing. You're just a man on a government payroll taking money that the rest of us have to pay for with our lives. What is wrong with this country?
Mount up, men. The man that kills the boss of that bunch gets $50.
It ain't about the money, Marshal. These are people's lives. People's homes.
Come on, they're gonna get away. Hurry, boys. Let's get after them.
Come on!
Do you think they might be headed for Fort Mercer, Marshal?
What? Williamson's men?
Maybe. All this sure looks like their handiwork.
Makes sense if they took this road.
Come on, Marshal! This might be our chance!
Thought Fort Mercer was outside your jurisdiction.
Let's just say he's the currency in a complicated transaction.
What the hell you talking about?
Some people I have the displeasure of knowing want him dead.
Why does that involve you?
We used to run in a gang together. It was once like family.
If this is how you treat your family, I'd hate to see what you do to your enemies.
Yeah.
That was a lifetime ago. And bearing in mind, he's left me for dead the last 2 times.
Eyes up. You see that?
You just walk away now, John. I didn't kill you before, but I sure as shit will now.
Get yourself down here, Bill. You know you ain't man enough to stop me. You know I don't want to kill you, but I will.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John. Dutch always said you were an arrogant son of a bitch. I guess he was about right. Get him, boys! Everybody, take cover! In that shed!
Alright, let's take down Bill's guys here.
Keep together and stay in here. This is the best cover we got.
You got a problem with me? You best shoot me now or this is over!
Heads up, more of them coming down the hill. Those raping bastards! Over here! Damn rapist!
Guess that didn't go your way.
Hey, look what I got here. There's something that you're still breathing. Come here, boy. Come on, Bessie. Give. Oh.
Norman Deek. Nice to see you again, buddy. Thanks for your help, John. Norman here is going to help us get to Bill. Ain't you, Norman?
Thank you, Mr. Dick. Mighty kind.
Fuck you!
Hog time. Let's get him to jail.
All right, so see, we got another stranger here. If we go back here, we can talk to, assuming her mother, and then we've got another Bonnie mission. So we're this close to Bill, and we're just gonna walk away, I guess. Well, okay. So these dotted lines here, those are the county lines. So, yeah, Fort Mercer is just outside of the Armadillo Marshal's jurisdiction. So, I'm assuming it looks like Fort Mercer's the only thing in that county. Well, I guess let's head back into Armadillo. We'll leave that one for later.
Mister, she's gone.
Who is?
My wife, she's gone. She went out picking mushrooms in the hills near Hanging Rock and they got her. The stories are true.
What'd the police do about it?
Oh, about as much as you'd expect. Made me fill out a form. Beryl ain't strong, but she's a good girl.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, if I find myself up in that area, I'll go check it out. Suppose I could maybe ride up there, hit that, and then go talk to Bonnie. So I guess we'll do that. All right, same thing as last time. Excuse you. Yeah, so far this game's just kind of been riding from place to place, shooting some people. Not really much else. Herding some cattle. Not really anything you know, super detailed or anything yet.
Excuse me, Mr. Marston. Have you seen my father anywhere?
No.
He went out this morning to ride the land and was supposed to be back hours ago. I don't know. The ranch hands have been out looking, but so far they found nothing.
Well, come on, let's go look for him.
Let's head out. He couldn't have gotten far. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's not like him to be away for so long.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
He's not as young as he used to be. What if he's hurt himself?
Your father can still handle himself just fine.
I mean, like, this game, I feel like there's a lot that's going to be, like, so far, it's just been a lot of follow this person here, follow that person there.
You're probably right, but I can't help worrying. He's all I've got.
But it's still just kind of introducing you to the game, you know.
Don't you have any brothers or sisters, Miss McFarland?
I had 6 brothers, but 5 of them died, either from sickness or foolish choices.
And the other one?
He left for the east and never came back. Must be getting on for 10 years ago now. He's a high and mighty banker in New York, according to his last letter.
He should be here, helping you and your pa.
I don't want his help. He can live his life any way he wants.
I feel like a lot of this stuff with Bonnie and the McFarland Ranch would be like
all dressed up like
a prologue.
I fear a little for his soul. He switched his saddle for a tie, and that's fine. I just never met a man in a tie I could trust. Look, I think I see someone.
This game isn't set up into chapters like the second one is. So I feel like if you were to break this up into chapters, this Bonnie, you know, the McFarland stuff would be
Daddy, what happened?
Nothing nice.
would be chapter 1 or even a prologue.
Maybe the Baller twins, that bunch. Now you head back to the ranch right now. Fetch your wagon.
Yes, sir.
Marston, you watch after her.
I'll do that, sir.
Please stay close. Yeah.
Her dad looks like Paul Sr. from
The horses were dead
Orange
too.
County Choppers.
I think we should get back there as soon as we can.
Who could have
He looks like he's got some
like that?
ideas.
Your boss seemed to have an idea who it was. Let's just do what he says and get the wagon.
Those damn rustlers! I've got a good mind to head over to Pike's Basin myself.
I don't think that's a good idea.
And you're no better. How many men have you killed?
Do you really want to know?
It's disgusting.
You never met the men I killed.
I heard the way you talk about that gang you were in. Like there was some twisted morality to what you did?
We all have a code. Only some of us don't
The
realize.
outlaw with the code? How wonderfully romantic.
Do you want my help or
the
not?
The reluctant murderer, the noble criminal. There's nothing more depressing than a man who's found a way to think the bad into good.
You're upset.
Oh my God! The barn's on fire!
Come on.
It's getting worse.
This ain't working! We gotta get to the horse. Help me, will
The
you?
doors are blocked. We need to find another way in. Try and get in through the loft, Mr. Marston. Climb up the windmill.
Más agua.
Yeah, let me just climb up the windmill that's, you know, on fire.
Caballos. Put it out.
Put it out, please.
Somebody get the horses out.
He got the door open.
Sure, let me get the horses too.
Give it a slap. Back that dumb horse.
Yeah.
Get out of the damn corner, would you?
You sure know how to handle yourself. Thanks, Marston.
Yes, John, thanks. Well, you saved the ranch.
If you'll excuse me, I've got chores to attend to. Hey, hold on a second over there.
Sincerely, John. Thank you.
Well, did all I could, Miss McFarland. Sorry about all the damage. That gang seems to really want you out of here.
Yeah, well, my father fought Indians. I scarcely think we're gonna be frightened by some white trash.
White trash can be pretty frightening.
Well, they don't frighten me.
Good.
John, my family owes you a great debt.
I think you got enough debt. You saved my life. All I ask of you is this. If I get back home and get my farm started back up, you'll sell me some cattle. I prefer doing business with people I know.
Of course, Mr. Marston. It'd be my pleasure. Well, you get some rest. I've got to go see how my father's bearing up.
Okay, so that was mission 12. So there's 58 missions, so I'm about, a little more than 20% there already. See, I'm sitting at, I'll maybe do one more mission, maybe two, and then call it a night tonight. So I guess we'll head back to Armadillo.
Better off riding with me, mister.
Get down!
Oh, I did not want to do that.
Don't act like no hero!
Well, I guess we're riding to, Armadillo. I pressed triangle and just ripped the dude right off. I was trying to just get on the wagon. Yeah.
Come on!
Grand Theft Wagon. That's a pretty decent view even for a PS3 game.
Hello, John. John Marston.
Do I know you?
I hope so. I seem to know you.
I'm pretty good at remembering faces.
Are you? Do you remember Hattie McCourt's face?
Who?
She was a girl Dutch Vanderlyn shot in the head on that raid on the ferry a few years back. Same one you got shot on. Pretty girl, until her eye was hanging out by a thread of tendon and her brain was plastered over a wall.
Not really.
Then why would you remember me, friend? You've forgotten far more important people than me.
What's your game, friend?
I don't have a game, John. Listen, sometimes I just wish I'd known more about life. Wish I'd had better guidance. A friend of mine is drunk as a skunk in the saloon on Thieves' Landing. I think he's gonna be unfaithful to his dear wife. Why don't you head over there and see if you can advise him how best to proceed?
What do you think I am?
I know what you are, John. Just if you've got the time, friend.
So, I kind of remember this guy. You never... spoiler alert, I guess. That guy there seems to know a lot about John's past, but I can't remember who he is. I don't think he's actually in the second game. And I think he's just called, like, the Man in the Black Hat or Strange Man or something like that. Like, I don't think you ever figure out what his identity is. Like, I think he's supposed to be, you know, his identity's supposed to be kind of a mystery on purpose.
Come on!
Yeah, but they'd already mentioned the Blackwater incident here in this game. So, it's a little tie-in to the story.
Load up now.
Round them up or shoot them down.
You gotta run faster than that. Come!
You'll get along fine here, son. Now get going.
It's a pleasure to help.
Oh, $4 for my troubles.
Go!
Like, I think, if I remember correctly, there's at one point in Red Dead 2 where you can find a painting of that guy, but I think that's the only mention of him in the second game.
Come on.
The guy in the hat.
I don't have a clue. All right, but it's got to be something to do with that government boy.
We'll talk to him, find out what he knows.
Fucking is. Where is she, Marston? Who? Who? My daughter, you fucking scum. Where's Bonnie?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since after the fire. Why?
Why? Because she hadn't been seen since yesterday afternoon. You know, I don't think I can cope. If I lose another child...
Now, Drew, nobody's lost anything yet. I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, Mr. Marshall! Mr. Marshall! Come out, wherever you are!
Who the hell's that?
Hey, buddy! That be your next lucky mare.
Even better! Good day, Mr. McFarland.
Get down from that horse, boy, or I'll shoot.
I wouldn't recommend that, mister. Not if Drew McFarland wants to see his Bonnie back in one piece. Hey, Mr. McFarland! This is a nice girl you got there.
Get out from there!
You know, part of me's got to thinking I should just marry her myself. Give her a baby and that.
What do you want?
That's better. I want Norman Deek. I want him set free. Then you'll get your daughter back, mister.
We don't do deals with outlaws, boy.
Yeah, you do. Let's not waste each other's time pretending otherwise. Oh, government themselves ain't much more than a bunch of crooks. This is the land of opportunity, mister. And I'm giving you the opportunity to get your daughter back before 15 friends of mine take out all their anger and their loneliness on her.
Where the hell is she?
Where is she, boy?
Bring Deke up to Tumbleweed in a couple hours. And don't get no funny ideas, or I will slit that horse throat myself. You boys have a pleasant afternoon. Yeah!
Well, shit.
What do we do?
We do as he says. You and me, Marshal. Mr. McFarland, I'll get you your daughter back. I owe her that.
Please do.
I'll teach you some respect for the law. Hurry up, boy. Let's go. Quick as you can, deputy. Make sure he's tied on good.
Stay with me, Marston.
I won't let anything happen to her, sir.
Whoa! Come on, let's get this charmer to Tumbleweed. See, this is what happens when the Federals interfere in our affairs. Are you happy now?
No, I ain't happy at all. And I already told you, I ain't with the government.
Now you say that, John, but the only thing I know for sure is who sent you.
They made me come here. They gave me no choice. That's your federal government, Mr. Johnson.
They come down here dressed as cocky as the King of Diamonds, talking a lot of flannel about helping us, about spreading peace and civilization to the West, but they brought nothing but trouble and taxes.
I agree with you. Wolves in cheap clothing, all of them. Rob you, then make you pay to have someone investigate the crime on your behalf.
People around here have been fooled into feeling protected, when they're worse off than they were before.
The fellas I know don't care about people. All they care about is lining their pockets.
Ain't that the truth?
Why's this sorry son of a bitch so important to them?
Norman Deeks, Williamson's right-hand man. In other words, a glorified errand boy.
Wait, Marshal! I'll be back for you!
Bill's standards have slipped.
We already filled you with lead once, you ugly
Deeks
bastard!
the kind of man who's mean enough to be second in command, but too cowardly and stupid to ever be a leader.
Don't ever use that line near your deputies. You know, for his sake, they'd best not have laid a finger on Miss McFarland. What is this place we're headed?
Tumbleweed, a lonely, godforsaken place. Some people say it's haunted. It was quite a town back in its day. Then they built the railroad to Armadillo and went clean past Tumbleweed. And that was that. Pretty soon everybody had up and left. Now it's just thieves, smugglers, and bandits. Scum like Deke here.
Oh, popular spot for lynchings, too.
Let's try to avoid that if we can, Marshal.
I just hope you're not taking advantage of the McFarlands, Marston.
They saved my life. Gave me food and bed when they had no idea who I was. I owe them more than I can ever repay.
That's just they've been through a lot. Well, they're both vulnerable, in different ways.
I wouldn't have been running in and out of a burning barn to save their horses otherwise.
I know you helped, just like you helped me. But you got your reasons for doing it.
It's no secret why I'm here, Marshal. I told you the very first time I walked into your office.
I trust you. It's just all this business with Blackwater and Williamson and the past. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard not to have doubt.
I understand. I never planned to be in the lawman business neither.
How is this mess supposed to turn out? Sending an outlaw to do the work of a lawman. That's madness.
Ain't much difference between the two, as far as I can tell.
There have to be rules, Marston. Even you must understand that.
It's easy to make up rules, but they ain't much use if people don't understand why. Like my son, if I tell him not to do something, he'll do it anyways, just to spite me. If I punish him, he resents me for it. But if I show him why it's wrong, at least he has reason not to do it again.
That's nonsense. Without laws, we're nothing more than animals. Just look at Deke here. Man has worked hard at civilization. Your boy steps out of line, you whack him. He does it again, whack him harder.
You're a good man, Marshal, and I respect what you're trying to do. From what I've seen since I've arrived here, the law ain't really working.
Criminals are like weeds, Marston. Quick as you stomp one out, another one sprouts up in its place.
You think you're a man, do you? I'll kill all three of you myself, I swear!
Damn, how much farther we got to go?
I hope they haven't spoiled her yet. I ain't had my turn.
Across the bridge. Not far to go now.
That's one rough looking bridge.
Easy there.
John, you'll be exchanging the prisoner for Bonnie in the middle of town. Keep your eyes open. I sincerely doubt these scum plan to play fair.
Fair my ass.
You bet. Besides, Norm here's gonna be my shield, ain't you, Norm?
It'd be my pleasure.
Lead Deke into town. We'll be right behind you.
I'm sure it's been nice for the boys to have a whore to play with. I hear those rancher girls like it from the way.
This dude's a real piece of work.
Maybe she won't want to go home. She's been fucked so good.
Why don't you save some of that breath for breathing?
Come on now, boys. Cut me loose.
Where's Bonnie? Where is she, you bastards?
You're all dead then!
Bonnie! Where are you? Bonnie! We're coming!
Oh shit.
Get away!
best get used to pain, because you're going to be feeling it. I'll gun down the lot of you.
Fire there! Feeling down in your boots?
Bonnie, are you okay?
I'm fine now, Mr. Marston. Thank you. Thank you. What the hell took you so long, you stupid man?
Well, you weren't exactly helping me.
If you think I'm gonna lower myself by making a joke about being all tied up, you got another thing coming. Come on.
Kind of hoping to at least get to Bill before the end of the day. Got quite a ways to get back to Armadillo. I can stop here to this stranger. Oh, and here's Thieves Landing. Here's the where the other guy wants me to go. Well, let's stop by and talk to ourselves another stranger. And then head back into Armadillo and talk to Nigel Dickens there. And that might be it for the night. So far we've dealt with Bill's gang quite a bit. But only dealt with Bill himself now twice. I can rent me a little shack right there in Ridgewood Farm. That's neat.
Yeah.
Like an angel
Slow
from above. Hello. Hello there.
Howdy, miss. What are you doing out here?
I'm thinking.
Have I seen you before?
Oh, yes, I think so. On the train from Blackwater, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking with the preacher.
Yes, sir, I was.
I don't know if it's so safe out here, miss.
Oh, Jenny. You can call me Jenny. All right. I'm safe because I have faith. So, faith can move mountains. That's the whole point.
You're trying to move a mountain?
Oh, no, I can't do anything. But with faith, I can achieve great things. I know that. I know it.
You want me to take you back into town, ma'am? You seem kind of unwell.
Oh, I get such clarity out here. I see things purely. The world is so beautiful.
And full of things that'll kill you. Including illness.
Nothing's gonna kill me, sir.
Well, take care then.
Help Jenny by bringing her medicine. I'm guessing I have none. Or maybe I do.
Miss Jenny. Miss Jenny. Don't look like the Almighty's much inclined to help you out here. I was kind of worried about you, so I brought you some medicine.
Oh heavens. Oh, praise you, Lord. I knew you'd save me.
Excuse me?
You see, it was only through his will that you were ordered to save me. Tell me, were there angels in your vision?
Jenny, can I take you back into town?
Praise you, Savior. I knew you'd save me.
Will you come with me?
Oh, I'm fine here, mister. I'm in heaven. Heaven.
Wait, I didn't say it yet, man. You are now.
Oh, that's funny. That clip will never get old.
Let's go.
So, it kind of sounded to me like whoever did the voice acting for old Jenny back there kind of sounded like the same voice actress that did Emma Emmerich in Metal Gear Solid 2. I might not be accurate in that assumption. They might just sound similar, but that kind of sounded like the same person.
Come on. Let's go.
All right, Nigel. What do you want? Actually, I got a little bit of cash. What's in here at the gunsmith?
Please feel free to browse my selection.
And how exactly do I do that when you're not in here?
You are always welcome at this establishment.
Hi there.
Rabbit's
You won't
foot
find anything Jewish made in
makes
this
you lucky and increases items and money you loot by 20% if I buy a rabbit's foot. Increase campsite, survivalist map, apple. Is this a treasure map? Displays all towns, settlements, landmarks, and hideouts in Gaptooth Ridge. Allows fast travel from camp. Okay, so that's neat. Horse pills. Temporarily gives your horse more stamina.
Do you think I care?
Deeds for horses. Interesting.
Just show me what you got. A fine choice.
There. That's what I got.
Please come again.
Yeah, there's no eating or anything like that in this game as far as I remember. There you are.
Howdy.
Alright, for 125 bucks, doubles ammo capacity on rifles and repeaters. I think I actually might buy that right now because I've been running pretty low on ammo. The volcanic pistol. Double barrel shotgun I ain't got enough money for. Yeah, let me go ahead and snag that now.
Fine transaction.
That's all I need for now.
I hope you keep protected. Anything you need, just holler. And I can tell you with no uncertainty that miracle cures are no laughing matter. I bid you good day, sir.
I said good day.
Oh, Mr. Marston, good to see you. How have you been keeping?
I'm well, Mr.
Mr. West Dickens. Nigel West Dickens of East Cheap, London, New Waverly, New York, and Armadillo, New Austin. At your service.
At my service.
At everyone's service. At the service of science, of knowledge, of life.
How are your wounds?
Much, much better. But then they would be.
Would be?
I know a cure for all ailments, Mr. Marston.
Ah, I'm sure you do. And I'm sure for just $2 an ounce, I could live forever.
Oh, but for you, sir, I'd do a bulk discount rate of $1.95 an ounce. As long as you buy 100 ounces or more. That's a lot of immortality.
Give it up, old man.
That's Mr. West Dickens to you, boy.
Give it up, old man.
Listen, Marston, I'm broke. But this stuff is good. It works. I need a healthy young man like you. Come along, let's ride over to my newest customer at Ridgewood, and I'll explain while we go.
Okay.
Sure. Let's go scam some people out of money.
Head for Ridgewood Farm, John, and hurry. There are people there in dire need of my tonic.
Yeah, I bet there is. How far do we got to go for this shit? Yeah, not too far.
I heard about you, Mr. West Dickens.
And I about you, John Marston. Get back on the road! We'll have nothing left by the time we get to Ridgewood.
Hoodwinking the weak, gullible out of their hard-earned money.
My dear boy, it is you who is gullible, if I may be so bold, for heeding such ill-informed scuttlebutt.
You're as full of wind as a horse with the collar.
I have been blessed with the gift of language, and for that I will not apologize. But the West Dickens elixirs speak for themselves. If my tonic is such a sham, how do you explain the fine battle in which you find me? Last time you saw me, I was knocking at death's door.
You should thank the doctor for that. I reckon you were acting it up worse than it was.
Act I can.
Trying to remember what the guy's name was that I brought in for a bounty as Arthur, who was selling miracle elixirs in Red Dead 2.
There, Iago or Cassio.
I don't like the sound of that.
Showmanship, John.
Does your miracle elixir cure lumbago? Because then Uncle might actually be worth something.
Our product must stand out.
And how does this involve me?
We're going to use your God-given talents to our advantage.
I'm really starting to regret
I'll drop you off at the outskirts of Ridgewood. That way it won't look like we came together. Once I'm set up, saunter nonchalantly into the cloud that is sure to be forming. Eventually, I will call you up to try my tonic. And first, I will have you perform a few feats of wonder to amaze and impress the being.
Such as?
Oh, nothing out of the ordinary for a man in your line of work, I assure you.
So it is all a sham.
Best you alight here, dear boy, so no one sees us arriving together. See you shortly, and remember, showmanship.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. The story in this game is definitely a lot more slow moving, that's for sure.
Friends, hard-working souls of Cholla Springs, gather round, gather round. Do you suffer from rheumatism, lumbago, acute chronic sciatic, neurologic or inflammatory pain? Well, I represent the only company that makes the genuine article that cures headaches, neuralgia, earache, toothaches, backache, swelling, sprains, sore chests, swelling of the throats, contracted cords and muscles, anxieties and ravaged nerves, stiff joints, wrenches, dislocations, cuts and bruises, and it adds vitality and vigor to the healthy man.
But can you prove it, old man?
Oh, I'm sure there's some customer here who could prove the qualities of it by taking a drink right now. You, sir, come up here. Step right up. That's the spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention. This poor, wretched volunteer, entirely unknown to me, will demonstrate the effects of Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic.
What's in this shit, guy?
Be you a cowpoke or athlete, this miraculous elixir developed with the wisdom of the East keeps the muscles supple and relaxes the cords. It loosens the joints and gives a feeling of youth and vigor to the whole system. Not possible, I hear you say. Well, doubt no longer. Faith can move mountains, but I ask not for faith. I am a man of science, and today science will be vindicated. Your eyesight has greatly improved. Is that not so, friend?
If you say so.
That's right, it is. You heard him. What a good sport you are, sir. Now, gaze over yonder at that porch. If you squint, you may just be able to make out the skull that's hanging there. Go ahead, friend. Shoot that skull and demonstrate the miraculous eyesight you now possess.
Yeah, sure.
Remarkable! The eyesight of an eagle, granted by imbibing Dr. West Dickens' own patent tonic.
Anybody can make that shot. This man is a fraud. If your eye's so damn sharp, why don't you try shooting my hat out of the air?
My friends, our test case has been challenged to shoot a gentleman's hat out of the sky above our heads.
Oh boy, here we go.
But you ain't fooling me. Right. Let's just see how sharp you is with a moving target.
Steady yourself, stranger.
Go home!
Have you ever seen such an eye? Behold the power of the elixir, plucked out of the sky.
Hey! Hey! What? You think you can put a hole in a man's hat and just walk away, do you? Hey, it don't work like that, right?
I feel like I should have missed on purpose, but
Come on!
yeah.
Are you a man or not?
A challenge
We'll
of
see what
battle
happens.
has been offered to our volunteer. Let the battle commence! Oh!
Tell me where you...
Look at that! Inhuman strength! There it is! Skeptics and dissenters, irrefutable proof! Do not let this opportunity pass you by!
Look, he's over there. Go get
This
him.
ends now.
Watch out! He's got a gun!
Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't leaving here alive.
Marvelous shot, dear boy! The kind of deadly accuracy that can only be afforded by the West Dickens elixir. Come, I have plenty for all.
You'll be fine. Get out of my way.
Hey, where are you going?
I want a bottle. Get me a bottle.
Dude should be giving me a cut of all them sales.
Norman trying one bottle, I suppose.
Well, I think that went kind of well, don't you?
I'm just glad that my normal job involves either chasing after cattle or murderers. Not the likes of you, mister.
Don't be like that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to say my goodbyes, head on back to the real world.
Wait, sir. I've been thinking about your predicament, and I think I may have an idea. I've been thinking I could be your cunning Odysseus. Beware of the Greeks bearing gifts, sir. Williamson had better beware. We will make them into Trojans.
I don't rightly get you.
I want you to go and see my old friend Seth. He can come across as a little curious, but I'm sure you two will get on. He's most often found at Coots Chapel. He's very devout.
Why see him?
Because between him and me, we can get those gates to open for you, and you can walk right in, just like in Homer's great Trojan yarn!
Bye, Nigel. But I'm guessing I gotta go talk to that guy anyways. Yep. Is that the only mission I got on my map right now? Yeah. Alright, well, I think this is gonna be where I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. So I will resume this on Wednesday. But yeah, from a storyline perspective, story in this game is definitely lacking compared to the second one, which was expected. I mean, this game is 14 years old. Now, this game came out in 2010. The second one came out in 2018. So it's a pretty big gap in 8 years. It's like, when you look from like the PS1 to the PS2, massive gap. PS2 to PS3 was a pretty massive gap. And now that time has gone on, I'm starting to see how big of a gap PS3 to PS4 was. I remember when like I first made the transition from PS3 to PS4, it didn't seem like a huge jump like that, but it's like as time has gone on and games really started to push what the PS4 could do, and then going backwards again, I'm really starting to see the difference between the games from that console generation. This is by no means a bad game. It's just when you've got a game like Red Dead 2 that is so story-driven, it has such a thick and well-detailed story, and this is kind of just like, okay, all we know so far is that John has a wife and kid, and he needs to track down members of his old gang to get his wife and kid back, and the first one being Bill, and then they mention Dutch Vanderlyn if you talk to the stranger. If you don't talk to the stranger, I don't even think you hear the name Dutch Vanderlyn yet. So it's a little slow moving in the beginning, but I think if I remember correctly, as you get more towards the middle and ending of the game specifically, the story gets a little bit more fleshed out, and you get a lot more details. But we will find out on Wednesday. Looking at my mission list here, the last one that I did was you shall not give false testimony, which is mission number 14 out of 58. So I'm about probably 25% done with this game already. Yeah, what I'll do is after I cut this off, I'll make a run back to well, maybe I don't want to make a run back to the McFarland's ranch. I probably ain't got money. Nope, I ain't got enough money to rent me a place either. So once I cut this off, I'll go back and make a hard save probably. I probably don't need to actually, because yeah, there's the auto save right there. So I'll just load up right after that. Well, maybe I'll go back and make a hard save anyways. How far do I gotta go? I gotta go back at least to Armadillo anyways. McFarland's ranch ain't that much farther. So yeah, I'll just do that after I shut this off. But yeah, do come back. Join me Wednesday. Wednesday we'll... I mean, I'm cruising right through these missions pretty quick, so Wednesday we'll likely see what goes down between John and Bill. I am excited to see that. And then maybe we'll get a little bit more detail in the story and see what else is coming after that. So I will see you all on Wednesday. Thanks for stopping by if you've been hanging out with me. And for Red Dead Redemption Part 2, I'll see you on Wednesday at about 11:30 p.m. Until then, stay suave.